Joe, I'm Lauren, and you're watching Fishing with Joe. Today we're gonna catch some crappie at the Hoover Dam. You gotta love it.
Beautiful crappie right there. Gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it. Hello and welcome to today's episode of Fishing with Joe. Now in today's show we will be heading to Hoover Reservoir. We will be crappie fishing. Hoover is one of the best crappie lakes in central Ohio. If you've never fished it, you've got to fish it. And before you go to Hoover Reservoir, you're going to need some minnows from R&R Bait and Tackle, the best in the Buckeye State. So get plenty of minnows and hold on tight because it's going to be some great fishing in today's episode of Fishing with Joe. I've gotta love it. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice one. Oh yeah, that is a nice one. As soon as I pitched that thing in there, grabbed it. That's a beautiful crappie right there. Gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it. All right, I'll toss that crappie back and show you these minnows that I have. I'm using just a regular bobber rig, but the trick is when you're crappie fishing, a lot of folks use a crappie minnow. Not me, I use a bass minnow. I want the big fish, all right? So that's my little tip for you. All right, back to work. Ooh, there we go. There we go. All right, you can hear the turkeys gobbling in the background. The carp are splashing everywhere, and the crappies are biting. There we go. There we go. All right, that one's going home. Thank you, Mr. Fish.
For over 100 years, R&R Bait and Tackle has been selling the best bait in the Buckeye State. Our minnows, crawlers, and craws are guaranteed to catch fish or die trying. We've got your favorite lures at the price you need. We know where the fish are biting. Open 7 days a week all summer long. Visit R&R and see why we're the best in the Buckeye State.
Okay guys, it's early spring and we're crappie fishing. Now what are you going to do in the early spring when it's time to catch crappies? Here's what you're going to do. Now you're going to think about this equation. You're going to think about how water warms up. Shallow areas are going to warm up faster, especially if you have direct sunlight. Then the deeper areas, it's going to take a little longer for those areas to warm up. So what are those crappies going to do? They're going to gravitate from those deeper areas where it's colder to those shallower areas where it's warmer. And that's exactly where I'm at in today's show. Now, again, minnows from R&R. Extremely, extremely important if you want to catch crappie in the early spring. They haven't begun to bite really, really aggressively. So, you need a good piece of live bait in order to tempt them into biting. That's what I'm using in today's show. Keep watching. You're gonna love it. There we go. There goes that crappie I was looking for. Pop that hook out. There we go. And going home. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna put another minnow on. I do believe that I've located a few in this brush pile. Right, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here. Got a live bait hook, thin wire hook, and I'm just hooking those minnows right in the tail, the meaty part. All right, that's all it takes in the right spot. Ooh, yes. Yes. He was way back in there. Sometimes you just gotta go way back in there to get him. Oh, he popped my line. All right, get my hook back. All right, give that hook back. All right. There we go, another beautiful crappie. He was all the way back underneath of that brush. Sometimes you just gotta go in there and get him. Okay, there we go. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. These crappie are on fire today. On fire. Check that one out. Oh yeah, beautiful fish, beautiful fish. And back in the water. Oh yeah. Okay guys, early spring and we went out there, we accomplished our task, catching crappies. We found the warm shallow water and we found the fish. Now, we used minnows in today's show, suspended below a bobber. And that is a technique that's tried and true wherever you go crappie fishing. Get a minnow and a bobber, adjust that depth, and you'll find the fish. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Fishing with Joe, and I have lots of other episodes for you to watch. So check those out as well, and I know that you will like them. I give my personal guarantee you're gonna like them. And remember, Fishing with Joe, you have gotta love it.